this stems from a seed that was sold in 1961 by the great Kwame Nkrumah, King Mohammed of Morocco, Sekou Toure, and a couple of others, Egypt and Mali, where they envisioned an Africa where Africans, 1.4 billion people now, can access 54 countries within Africa, can move freely, can trade amongst ourselves without hindrance, without these artificial borders that were drawn in 1884 to keep us away from each other. And so the dreams seem to have died because you don't see a lot of activity, a lot of impetus, a lot of drive towards bringing us together. The African Union has an agenda 2063, and that is 40 years from now. I'm in my 40s, I probably would have been 90 by the time that happens. But you see, when you have a youth bulge, when you have majority of your population in Africa being young people, they are restless, they want jobs, they want opportunities. And certainly, waiting till 2063 to actualize this vision of a united Africa where we are borderless, clearly would be something difficult for a lot of young people to swallow. They want opportunities now. Imagine a young child who finishes university in Kinshasa or in Accra or somewhere in Algiers and looking for opportunity. They don't have time to wait. And so we have to harness the energies of our young people and push them, nudge them to the right direction.
You think a borderless Africa is what will get us there?
A borderless Africa would more than get us there, because you see, it creates opportunities.
How?
You're talking about tourism, you're talking about trade, you're talking about commerce, you're talking about free movements of people. I was telling someone the other day, look at Morocco, for instance. Morocco is the biggest supplier of fertilizer in Africa. Look at Lagos. Lagos has a population, Lagos in Nigeria has a population of 30 million. Imagine if Ghanaians made a conscious effort to feed the people of Lagos by supplying corn or maize or yam or whatever. You can imagine the economic impact. Imagine the impact if we were to trade a lot more amongst ourselves, especially at a time when there are challenges at the global level and world blocs, Europe, North America, are looking inwardly and thinking about what is in their best interest more. For us in Africa, what is in our best interest? Our best interest rests with a borderless Africa where not only our people would be able to travel freely, but should be spending this, one currency, should have one passport.
And you envisage that will happen in how many years?
Well, the AU has a target of 2063 in 40 years from now. With this campaign, we're driving through 39 countries, 600 hours of driving, over 40,000 kilometers. That's going to take us 163 days. A successful campaign for us would mean African leaders accepting to do this now and giving themselves, say, in the next 5 years to fully implement this. Don't get me wrong, Kenya has done it. Kenya has decided that all Africans, well, with the exception of Libyans and Somalis, can come to Kenya without visa. So it's the political will. It's a bold decision has been taken to actualize this. This campaign is fully endorsed by the government of Ghana through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And they are facilitating some high-level meetings for us in the countries that we'll be visiting. And don't forget also, in the year 2024, Ghana announced that it was going to implement a visa-free policy where all Africans can now come to Ghana without visas, even though the process of implementation is taking a bit of time.
How far have you gone with that?
I'm sure hopefully within the next year or two, in the next 24 months, it would have been implemented fully, and all Africans can actually come home. I mean, this is the only continent we have. If we can visit our kith and kin, if we can visit our brothers and sisters without being asked to pay visas, then there's something amiss. Then job of wanting a united Africa is clearly, difficult to achieve. There are genuine challenges, but those challenges have to be surmounted. Currently it's so expensive to go to some African countries because of their visa fees. Some of them have visa fees even more expensive than European countries.
Including Ghana, actually, I've heard.
Including Ghana.
Coming to Ghana is so difficult because.
Well, not entirely difficult. It's a visa fee that is, expensive, but that is too high for the average African. We want a situation where all Africans can actually walk into each other's country, like the way Europeans walk into each other's country, like the way Americans can drive through all the 54, 50 states in the US or so, in a manner that does not impose impediments in the way of our people. Look, when Zambians are coming to Ghana, they pay $200. When we apply to go to Zambia, we pay $25. So you even see the disparities, in visa processes and regimes. But we believe holistically, this is a campaign that's going to stimulate conversation. That is why we are also seeking to meet leaders at the very highest level and to humbly appeal to them that, look, the young men and women of their country cannot wait any longer